It has been, in fact, several weeks.
I think it's been a month, actually.
Yeah, I think so. It, you know, it's fine. Life happens.
I feel like we owe an explanation to our viewers.
I mean, only as much as you care to give because it's your life, so just fill us in.
Well, I don't want to give any details. So my social security number is... no, I moved. I moved is what happened. And the anticipation was that the move would be quick, that I would immediately be into a place that had internet, that my things, including the PlayStation, would be there. But it was a nightmare scenario where my stuff was just gone into the ether. I assume there was an Avengers mission to retrieve it from the netherworld.
Right.
I did eventually get back, but it was I've only had my stuff for like a week. You know, and the internet and the apartment got changed. It's a whole thing. I moved to Florida from New York, so the internet quality should be amazing. So hopefully that's a thing.
Great.
But
that's wonderful.
It meant, unfortunately, a month of not having us. I don't know what people did without us. I assumed, like...
Honestly, Tony, I don't know what I did without us.
I assume everyone just stopped. They stopped in their tracks.
Yeah.
A month went by, and they're now resuming.
It was like that Torchwood thing, Children of Earth or whatever, where all the children just stopped. That's what happened to the world while we were gone.
Yeah, a little bit of a deep cut, but it's exactly what happened. I agree. So
sorry, world, I'm a nerd.
So we missed a bunch of games. We missed a bunch of April and May. You just informed me that we have another week of May, so we'll do it probably Beyond Two Souls, and of course from the title screen you can see we're doing Rayman Legends today, but I think we're going to miss a lot of the kind of AA titles.
Yeah.
We'll bring those up in a second because we'll recap, but we apologize to anyone who uses us as a review guide for all of the games. I guess our suggestion is just to play the other ones yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I think we generally recommend downloading them either way, like putting them in your library. And I mean, this one and Beyond Two Souls are like the AAA games, and you know, like definitely get those. I would imagine. You know, I've not played either of them, but
yeah, well, yeah. So I mean, you'll see that one next week. You'll see Rayman Legends this week, but the other titles, give it a go. Just generally, you should be downloading them anyway, and feel free to play on a rainy day.
Yes. All right, so. Enough of our ramblings. People are waiting to see us play, so tell us who you are.
I love when you go into announcer voice. Hello, I am Tony,
Hello.
aka Paradox, and you are?
I am Lauren, aka Caustic Sofa.
That's right, and we're the two Pentology platforming gamers. I wrote that and I couldn't read it. And today we're trying to get one trophy in Rayman Legends.
So Rayman Legends, as we've just mentioned, it's one of the May 2018 PS Plus free downloads for the PlayStation 4. And again, it's one of 2 AAA titles available for the PS4 for this month. Also for PlayStation Plus is the other AAA title, Beyond Two Souls, for PlayStation 4. And on the PS3, there's Risen 3, Titan Lords, and Eat Them! And for the PS Vita, you can get King Oddball, which also has cross-buy with the PS3 and the PS4, and a game called Furmins, which is just fun-sounding.
Well, I enjoyed the way that you did Eat Them, because it has the exclamation point in the title, and you made it a point to emphasize.
I was like, I am saying this exclamation point.
Continuing with our new normal, I will be the actual player for this episode, and I will be doing so for the first time blind. Lauren will be joining me as the show's game researcher and guiding me as necessary towards the episode's trophy goal.
Yes, you see, here at Two Gamers, One Trophy, we don't just review these games, we like to add a little extra challenge. So for Rayman Legends, we're doing a targeted trophy, which means that Tony will be going after one specific trophy. And in this case, it's a trophy called Orchestrate This, which is a bronze level trophy, and it is uncommon. And according to PSN Profiles, which is an aggregator of trophy information, 46.67% of the gamers have earned said trophy.
We invite all of our live viewers to join in the Twitch chat. Let us know if you're playing along with me, or tell us your impressions of the game. And for those of us joining later on YouTube, if you like our content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments below. no more delay. We start gameplay now.
Cool, and we're off.
So you may have a little bit of delay on what we're seeing, and we'll work through that, but gamers should be seeing it live with my commentary.
One entire century of
yeah.
yawning and snoring wildly.
Cute little opening intro here.
It seems that the heroes of the Glade of Dreams are
That's right, because even though Tony moved, we still live in different places.
I've gotten no closer to you. I think I've moved literally the opposite. I've moved around
Yes, you have gotten further away from me, in fact.
the nightmares multiplied.
Yes.
They spread. They generated new
So,
demons, even more terrifying than before.
I have no experience with the Rayman games. None.
Yeah, neither do I. Like I've heard of them as I've had my gaming career, and I remember this one coming out. I remember it being well received, but I don't know anything. I know that Rayman is a platformer,
Wake up our legendary
and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's interesting because you and I are both big into platformers. You know,
Yeah.
I love the '90s era, the Banjo-Kazooies, all the rare titles. I love a lot of the modern stuff that we've played, the platformers. Of course, I think Mario, but Rayman completely just I never got into it. I never had an opportunity to game with this.
Yeah, it sort of flew under my radar. I mean, I'd heard of it, but I never really sought it out or anything. So that being the case, let me give you a little bit of information about Rayman.
Please do.
It was developed by Ubisoft Montpellier.
Perfect pronunciation.
They also did Beyond Good and Evil and Raving Rabbids. I think I've played Raving Rabbids.
Yeah.
It was published by Ubisoft, which obviously does games like Assassin's Creed. So it was released on February 18, 2014 for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. It also came out at various release dates for the PS3, the PC, the Wii U, the Xbox 360, and I know it came out in 2017 for the Switch. So, obviously, if a game that came out in 2017 is still being ported to or 2014 is still to this day being ported to consoles,
Yeah.
pretty good bet that it's a decent game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nintendo Switch is they're getting a lot of older titles. They just got Skyrim, you know. I mean, they're getting a bunch of things.
Right.
I do want to point out that I did get a trophy already. We're not doing a one and done challenge, so we're still safe. But the trophy.
Okay, we can still keep playing.
So the trophy that I got was a turnip combo. It, I guess, for doing multiple turnips at one time.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh my gosh, and I just got a second trophy, I'm not paying attention, called This Ain't a Platform. I don't know, I think that was because they're standing on the guys and not moving.
Alright, let me look these up as you're going. So the turnip one, yeah, you got the turnip one for pulling a turnip out of the ground with a crush attack and a jump kick. So just random. This ain't a platform you get for standing on top of an enemy with a shield until he tries to attack you. So, you're just accidentally doing all the things.
That's good we didn't do a one and done.
Right?
Yeah,
we had a bit of a... Yeah, go ahead.
There's a lot of collectibles in this game.
Yeah, I see that. I'm not really sure what's happening. So, I don't have the sound up at all, so I don't know what the... I didn't really hear the intro, I don't know what the story is, I don't know what's going on really.
Yeah.
All I can see is that you're a guy who has hands and feet but no arms and legs. Which is strange.
You know, I feel this is a holdover from, you know, the original art design, but I like it. I like that they've modernized something but kept the nostalgia of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I knew that was his character design, like that he had hands and feet but no arms and legs, but it just sort of, I don't know, weirds me out a little bit. I mean, it's cute. It's cutesy, don't get me wrong. Why is there a heart following you? Is that your heart?
You know, I don't... Yeah, I got him somehow. And I lost him. So I have a secondary character who assists me, which is cool. And my understanding, if I had a second player locally, they could control him with a touchpad.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you have to kill him or just get him out of the way so you can move on?
I think I just had to get him out of the way.
Okay.
He's cute. I'm tickling him. That's funny.
Is that a pirate?
Yeah. So okay, I'm collecting little splats. I assume those are lumens, and then because I know you get trophies for collecting like a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of collectible related trophies in this game.
You'll have to work with me. I'm learning the controls here.
Yeah, and again, one of these not quite tutorial type levels where they instruct you on the screen while you're actually playing, which, you know, it's cool. I like it.
Okay, so I can kill these guys. So let's go back and take care of the other one. Also, I haven't played video games. This is literally the first time I've played video games since mid-April. I have not turned on the PlayStation except to update
Really?
it. Yeah, it's been a drought. I'm glad to be back.
I played Overwatch yesterday for a little bit because they have like their anniversary event going on at the moment.
So what does that mean?
Where you can like, so for their anniversary event they have new like cosmetic improvements for the characters, and they have a new map that you can play. But in this anniversary event, they've also made it possible for you to play the previous like event brawls. So like whatever, you know, each event has its own like unique level or whatever, and so every day they're putting a different one of those up so you can play it. And then they also like, you can unlock all of the previous events cosmetic upgrades. So it's like you can basically unlock all of this crazy old stuff, which is cool because, you know, otherwise it was only available during that specific event, and if you didn't get it, you were out of luck. But now they've made it so that you can go back and get that stuff that you missed, which is cool because I missed a lot of the stuff before.
No, that's nice. It's nice that they, you know, a lot of these timed exclusive things, what I understand from a financial point of view why you do that. You want people engaging with your game right then and there.
Right.
But it feels really shitty when, you know, if you don't get into the community until later. And it feels shitty that you've missed out.
Yes, I agree. And they had been like, each year they have like a Christmas or a holiday event, and like at this year's holiday event they made it so you could also unlock last year's holiday event stuff. So that felt nice. It wasn't like a, oh my god, I'll never be able to get XYZ thing again. But now they've made it so that you can get all of the events from the past 2 years things. So that's cool.
That is cool.
Alright, maybe the description of this game will help me understand what you're doing a little bit better. So I'm going to read you the PlayStation description of it.
Yay!
It says, the Glade of Dreams is in trouble once again. During a 100-year nap, the nightmares multiplied and spread, creating new monsters even more terrifying than before. These creatures are the stuff of legend, like the name. Dragons, giant toads, sea monsters, and even evil luchadores. That sounds cool.
I
With the help of Murphy,
is always evil. Isn't that kind of their thing?
There's an episode of Angel with a luchador. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh my god, it's so good. You should see that.
It sounds ridiculous.
It is. All of Angel is ridiculous, but in a good way. Anyway, with the help of Murphy, Rayman, and Globox awake, and now must help fight these nightmares and save the Teensies. Are the Teensies those little flying things that you collect?
I think they are.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay, I can wall jump in this. That's cool. So the platforming is tight, but it's difficult, and that's surprising because the art design implies that this game will be marketed and designed for somebody of a younger age, But I think,
Sure.
I think I'm wrong on that. I think that because this is an older, series, I think that, that they've kept the art design for nostalgia, but I think that they've amped up the difficulty for...
They've sort of aged up the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, which I guess is kind of fine to a certain extent. Like, I'm okay with that a little bit. I think if you were an adult trying to introduce the game to your kids, though, and you were like, this I used to play when I was younger, and you want your, like, 6-year-old to be, like, playing this platformer, perhaps maybe not.
Wow. Yeah, so I'm you can see I'm dying here.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay.
I like that you sort of explode like a balloon.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
That element, of course, is very, childish. But...
Yeah.
Okay. So they give you the heart as kind of like a safety net.
Okay.
Oh, that was so dumb. I don't know why I did that. Am I supposed to jump on these? No. Yes? No. Let's go with no. I can jump on that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's not just platforming. It's a puzzle game.
It's puzzles, yeah, I see that.
Which I like. It's funny because this is the kind of game that I would be drawn to. And it just did not...
Right, it's strange that it sort of stayed out of your wheelhouse.
Yeah. And it's not like it's some game that, it's a AAA title. This is one that everyone talks about.
Right.
Okay, I'm getting better at playing. Oh. Like people are
Yeah,
celebrating.
you're figuring it out.
Yeah, I saved all you guys. Okay, we get the end of the level scoring, how well I did. I got a bronze. I got a silver. I got a clover leaf. Okay. I did not get a gold. Shall I share my score?
Sure.
No, I'm not doing it. What the hell? Ooh, I just
why did
met
it go...
Murphy.
It goes bronze, silver, cloverleaf, gold? That seems weird.
That was weird. Okay, and here we are in the hub. The hub seems to be a bunch of pictures of artwork with all the collectibles surrounding it. I like that as far as visually seeing at a glance immediately what you have left.
Right.
That's nice.
Yep.
But I don't know thematically what they're trying to say. Is this entire thing an art production? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either. I think it is, because I was reading, like, there were paintings. When I was trying to figure out what trophy to go for, it was like, there were paintings that you had to go behind. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a cool gimmick. I'm physically scratching the touchpad in order to get the ticket. So that was cute.
That's cool.
I just got 500 looms, whatever that is. And I can go to the Heroes Gallery, and that does what? Oh, I can buy things with these looms.
Nice.
So I am taking sentient creatures and using them as currency. That seems awful.
That's real, isn't that like the definition of human trafficking?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm teensy trafficking, but yes.
Teensy trafficking, sure.
Sweet, did I... Okay, so I guess we're done. I guess I've done the thing. I've done the thing. Okay, let's go back to the main. How do I get back to the main? Seriously, how do I get back to the main menu? No, I don't want to leave the game. What have I done? Okay. I seem to be in this gallery that I can unlock with these blue things. I don't know what the blue things are. I apologize to any fans. Let's go to Teensy's in Trouble. This is probably it.
Yeah, I think that's where you were.
Okay. Yes. Alright, I've learned the hub. This is not my first video game, I promise.
Are you sure about that?
It sure seems like it. Alright, so we have the teensies. They work as currency.
Yes.
It seems awful, but
Yes.
we'll move past that. We have these guys in the cages, and I like that that one flies away. That's cool. And I don't know if they oh, they're the blue guys. Okay, alright. The hearts give me an extra chance. And this I like. So you see the game rewards exploration, as you just saw there. But there's also these little kind of firefly-looking things. When I activate it, it creates a stream of the looms, and I think that if I hit them all in one go, I get a lot of looms. So I think the game rewards you for perfect execution, which means you'll be replaying these levels over and over again if you want to get all the looms.
Right.
I don't know. It's nice. I think it's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's talk about this game a little bit more. So, there are some rhythm-based levels, which is interesting.
It is interesting.
They have cover songs of the songs Black Betty, Eye of the Tiger, Woohoo, and Antisocial. I don't know that last song. It has over 120 levels. And
That's a lot.
And at least 40 of them are remastered levels from Rayman Origins, which I assume Origins is probably the first game, I would assume?
Makes
I have no
sense.
idea.
Well, Origins might just be the last game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure the order of that. I should look that up. So it is the same style of gameplay as Rayman Origins, which means you can have co-op of up to 4 players, and that includes a collection of looms, blowbox as a playable character, and freeing the teensies. So those are all gameplay elements from Rayman Origins. You can also play as a female character.
Nice.
There's someone named Barbara, or she has some sisters that you can unlock, which is a first for the Rayman series. So apparently you can only ever play as Rayman before.
Oh, that stinks. I mean, it's great they changed it. Alright, so I'm now learning that actually I should have memorized this. I was just blindly doing it twice in a row. So, again, not my first video game. Don't know what. Oh! It changes every time.
Oh,
Hey, that's what I was feeling.
I see.
I collected... I don't know why that one is so different. Okay. There's a society of these blue people. There are regular ones. There's the king and the queen.
Oh, so you just opened the king. Oh, this one is a crown. He gave you a heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Alright, I see you.
You think I should smash down there? No, I should get this thing. Wait.
Yeah, get that thing.
How do I maneuver this? Yeah, you. Over here. Oh shit, there we go. Oh shit, get down. Okay. Doing good. Doing good, I mean I'm not utterly failing. I am, I'm usually more talkative, and I think it's because I am engrossed in this game. Like I am.
Yeah.
It's making me think enough on how to solve things, but it's also frantic enough that I don't feel like I'm just stuck chilling.
Well, that's good. I feel like that's a good compromise, where like you need to concentrate a little bit to figure the puzzles out, but like it's not to the point where like you're like really confused and like not like with me and what was that game we played for this where like I couldn't figure out the oh man, what was that game?
Was it a puzzle?
Yeah, it was a puzzle game, and it was like the underwater level, or like I had to like.
Oh gosh, yeah. What was that game?
Forma 8, Forma dot 8.
Yes, it was Forma 8.
Yeah.
It's not like it was a bad game. It just
no, I just couldn't get the hang of that particular like part of it.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot of the camera moves with the character, so because of that, I'm intentionally taking things slow because I feel like I'm gonna miss something if I don't, you know, look up in that crevice.
Right.
I like that. I want to get in. Alright, I think I gotta jump here. No, that's not gonna do it. What if I... Yes, there we go. So, while I've been gone, what have you been playing?
Yeah, just Overwatch mostly. Yeah, like I really haven't been playing much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to play Beyond Two Souls. I think I'm gonna download that. I mean, I have to play it because we're gonna play it next week anyway. So I'll have to play it to like figure out the trophy stuff. But because their new game is coming out.
Yeah.
I think tomorrow.
You mean the release comes? Oh, you mean becoming Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit Becoming Human. I think that comes out perhaps tomorrow. I don't know. If you're in the chat and listening, correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure it's tomorrow.
The game looks amazing.
But,
I mean, Heavy Rain completely changed.
Oh my god.
The way that you do an interactive, movie video game.
Yeah.
And after that, I feel like Beyond Two Souls was good, but I don't think it had the critical acclaim of Heavy Rain. So I'm excited for, a comeback with Rayman.
Yes. I didn't play Beyond Two Souls yet.
Right.
So we'll talk about it next week when we play it. But
Right.
Heavy Rain is just like, like, it was the first time I'd ever played a game like that. I think that was the first time there ever was a game like that. But, like, I didn't play Heavy Rain until it was, like, in the $10 bin or whatever. Like, I'm one of those people that doesn't buy games right when they come out, right? So, it had been out for a long time when I finally sat down and played it. And, like, I had heard a little bit about it. I heard great things. Just, like, I was blown away by it. And I still, to this day, like, make jokes about pressing X to Jason, because that's just, like, the flippant, that's, like, probably not meant to be hilarious, but probably the funniest part of any video game I've ever played.
It's such a weird, I don't want to say a misstep, I mean it is a misstep, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's this charming little quirk of that game is just like, oh yes, you did totally great by doing that.
I mean, because the rest of the game is so intense, and you have to, like, sit there and decide whether or not to, like, cut off parts of your body or whatever.
Yep,
And it's like, in the beginning, you're just, like, running around like a silly person shouting your child's name, and it just felt very out of place. Like, it felt, yeah, like not well thought out, I guess.
Yeah. So
But
true.
yeah, but yeah, I haven't really been playing anything other than like a couple of Overwatch matches here and there. I hadn't even downloaded any of these May games because I knew we wouldn't be able to play them for a while. So, and you, if you're, fans of our show, you might know that my internet here isn't the most wonderful internet ever. So, like, downloading a game for me takes quite some time occasionally. So, yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't download Rayman. Oh, I'm not gonna download Rayman.
Yeah.
I won't have time. So,
we'll go over this, but it's not very. I mean, it's only like I think 8 or 9 gigs. This game, it's not that.
Yeah.
Which is surprising.
Yeah, but it said it was gonna take me 12 hours to download. So there's that.
Your internet is really bad. Unfortunately, you and I both live in apartment communities that restrict our ability to choose who our provider is.
Right.
Definitely sucks. We'll see.
Yeah.
So far, I've been enjoying this provider, but you know how it is.
That's
Once
good.
they get you hooked.
Yeah. Right, they reel you in with like the sign-on prices, and then a year from now they're gonna be like, oh, we're tripling your internet calls.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do?
Right, like you don't have any option.
Exactly.
Which is why I'm kind of glad that the place, like the internet I have here, isn't wonderful. But I'm not going to complain about it too much because I don't pay for it. So like, you know, I'm willing to put up with it for now. But so yeah, let's see here. While you're doing some platforming and puzzling here, let me talk about some common praise or criticisms about this game.
Yes.
And you can tell me whether or not you agree. So here's some praise. The visuals. Get
I
praised
definitely
often.
like the visuals.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing here.
You know, and Ubisoft, they don't just do. I mean, you think of like, I don't know, who do you think of? You think of Assassin's Creed. You think of
Sure.
these kind of photorealistic worlds, but you know, they've also did Valiant Hearts. They did the South Park. They did, you know, so they've delved into animation, but it's never felt childish. And I guess I shouldn't have expected this to be childish, based on that.
Yeah.
Fireworks.
So yeah, so the visuals are great, and then the level designs and the controls. Tell me what you think about those.
Level design. I got a bronze. You know, I'm obviously early days.
Yeah.
And I can't even tell. Look at a four-leaf clover. Did I get the gold? Did I get the gold? I got a gold!
Nice.
My self-worth. I got perfect. The trophy.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Okay, I worry that it's going to get repetitive. At 120 levels, I don't know how you're going to be able to keep up different puzzle elements. But I don't want to prejudge, because what do I know? I don't know anything. I've only done 2. I've unlocked Toad Story. That's cool. And I've also unlocked... Oh. So I've literally unlocked the things. Should I do this thing? Oh my gosh, now I get it. There are completely different worlds. So it's not just that one world. It's like... Wow. That's cool. Okay. I have to hold my tongue on level design. I've enjoyed what I've played so far. I could see it getting tedious.
Sure. So,
Control is great though. It's super responsive.
Yeah.
And it's not too difficult. It's not like Meat Boy difficult, you know, where it's like, you know, it's just punishing me over and over again. And at a point, you don't have any fun anymore. I'm still having fun playing.
That's good.
Gotcha a ticket. I got a creature. Just literally says a creature. That looks like somebody's aunt. Okay. I got a Glossu. Alright, let's go see what a Glossu is.
Oh my god, I just saw the creature. Totally looks like someone's aunt.
Thank you. Alright. I have no idea what is happening. Welcome to the Creatures Gallery. Every day your creatures will release new looms. Gather as many creatures as possible to have loads of looms every day. Okay, I love looms, I guess. Let's go get me some looms. Can I say it's a ghost that I'm collecting more living or undead creatures to make money for me. Not only do it's slave labor.
Yeah.
I think I'm a bad
I feel
guy.
like that's... I think slave labor is a pretty common element in video games. And a lot of people don't really, like, think of it that way. Like, Pokemon, for example. Hello?
Pokemon
but
is
like,
more like
you know,
animal fighting. Like cockfighting,
yeah, but they're
you know.
they're doing your bidding and they don't get anything in return for it.
It's true. It is true. Enchanted Forest, so I can collect
it's
more
more animal
slaves.
cruelty than anything. It's like dogfighting, you know. It's like the cutesy world version of dogfighting.
I'm taking a picture right now. He looks pretty pleased with himself right there. Share.
about the trophies.
Sorry, you lost my audio. You lost my visual because I had to take a screenshot.
Oh, how dare you?
I'm sorry. Let's talk
Yeah,
trophies.
it's cool. It's cool. Actually, we didn't get through the praise and criticism section, so let's go back to that because I am bad at order of things.
You're the best in your
So the one big criticism for the game is that there is no reason that this game lacks online co-op. Because obviously, as I said before, you can play 4 players. So why not do it online?
That's a good point.
You know?
You know, and it's hard to backseat the developers and what they could do.
Yeah.
And what a publisher allows them to do, like what's worth it. But, you know, if
Sure.
you wanted this game, from my understanding, it had a long time before people really got into this game and played it. And I think if you had online co-op, that, you know, you're going to have more people demanding to play this with their friends. There's a reason that local co-op is dying. It's because people don't play games like that anymore. I mean,
It's because people have friendships over the internet now. People don't have friends face to face. You know, I have like 2 friends, Tony, that live in the same town I live in. You know, like
2 friends that you can touch. That's about it.
yes, 2 touchable friends, and all the rest of my friends are on the other end of some sort of electronic device.
Oh.
And, you know, I can understand online co-op being important to people.
You know, you and I do this. It would be great if you and I could play more of these games together.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like the only one that we really have played... Well, we played a couple of them together. We played The Worms 1, right?
Yep.
And then we played Kung Fu Panda, which was ridiculous.
Kung Fu Panda was amazing. But okay, to be fair, Kung Fu Panda has to be online. What would be the point of that game if it wasn't? Do you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, the only other thing is, like, was there even a story mode? There was like a tournament mode, but like it was boring as fuck. Excuse my language. So yeah, I feel like if that game didn't have online, then, you know,
Yeah.
what's even the point of it?
Yeah. I mean, they should have, and it's a shame. I don't have a good reason for it, but I'm not a developer, so what do I know? But it's noticeably missing.
Tony, are you playing the first level still, the first painting?
No, I'm on the 3rd painting. Why? Should I be doing the first painting?
Well, the just you know, to give you some sort of context, the trophy that you're going for, you get by doing the Toad Story painting.
Okay, got it.
And you can, from what it sounds like, there's different levels in those paintings.
Yeah, so I am still in the first painting, actually.
Okay.
I don't know. I do know that I unlocked Toad Story, and I have not accessed that yet. So I will begin to
get the trophy,
that.
you have to. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to do all of Toad Story. So that's where I would focus your efforts.
Do you think people don't want to see me do
Not that I'm
this
not
all
having
day?
fun with you, but I don't want to be playing this game for like 6 hours. So.
I hear you. All right. Let's get through this level. The levels are short. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Nothing feels too like, no. Oh, come back around. Oh my goodness. You know, and I don't know if there's a trophy for like not dying. That would suck because I've died a lot, and also it's not just like, oh, I've learned now how to do it. It's much more like, oh, I just can't move fast enough to do the thing I want to do.
Yeah. You know, I was given short notice that we were doing this tonight, so I didn't really have time to like go through and read what all of the trophies were because there's actually quite a few trophies. So let's talk about the trophies available in this game. It's a pretty good segue, right?
Yeah.
So this game has 51 trophies, right? Which is quite a few.
And no DLC.
Yeah. So, but again, it has 120 levels. So, you know. So yeah, 51 trophies. One of them is platinum, 2 golds, 10 silvers, and 38 bronze trophies. It's 1,230 points, which for being 51 trophies, that feels kind of low.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are bronze.
Yeah, there's a lot of bronze. That's fair. And so, you know, the platinum trophy is ultra rare. So despite this being, you know, what seems to have been a fairly popular game, you know, not many people have that platinum trophy.
That must translate to it's hard.
Yeah, I think it's because a lot of them are like, collect all of this thing, collect all of that thing, win all of these things, and you know, granted there are 120 levels. It's probably like, you know, quite some time of gameplay, like decent length. But you know, doing all of those collectibles feels tedious to me. Like you're the trophy, like you're the completionist with the trophies. For me, if I see a trophy requires you to like grind a little bit, I'm probably not doing that trophy because that's not the kind of way I play a game.
Yeah.
You know, so
I have certainly grinded many a trophy, and I like collectible-based trophies, but I don't like, and I think. Let me know when we're going to transition to trophies, yays and nays, because there's one in particular that does exactly what I hate, and you'll see it.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So the trophies, like I said, only 1230 points, and they're a 5 out of 10 difficulty, which seems like it's probably not. They're not that difficult to get. They're only like halfway difficult. But for me, if you're me and you have mindset of, well, this just doesn't seem worth it, the only games I've like really grinded in to get trophies are the Lego games, because honestly, those are just freaking fun, and I enjoy playing those. So like, you know. I don't think I've ever 100%ed one of those games, but they're just fun to go back in and play like a level or two, and you see like, oh, I play as a different character this time. What can I find? You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's do those yays and nays.
You're gonna have to walk me through a little bit because I can't see it.
All right. Yeah. So you have it as a trophy, yay, a trophy that you actually have earned while we've been playing, which is This Ain't a Platform, which was one of the very first trophies you got.
Nice.
And you get that one for standing on top of an enemy with a shield until he tries to attack you.
I have to adjust why I thought this was a good trophy. Not to say that it's not.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
But the reason that I put it on the list was because I really felt that... Oh, gotta get these lumens. Come on. It's because, you know, I thought that would be a mechanic that you may not sit and wait on top of an enemy's head for that long. It just might not happen naturally. But it's cool the developers had an animation for that happening too long. And so I like it when developers go, we have this thing, not everyone's going to see it, let's try and encourage them to see this thing. Now, to be fair, I have been talking to you, so I may have activated it because, you know, I'm not playing like a normal person would play.
Right.
But, you know, that was the reason it was on there, and that would seem silly that it was on there because, in fact, I, you know, unlocked it very quickly.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you did get it really quick. I actually wasn't... So I'm watching on my laptop because my PlayStation wouldn't load it for some reason. And when you got that trophy, I was actually on a different screen looking at the script. And so I didn't actually see when you earned that trophy. But, yeah, so you just, like, jumped on top of the dude, and because we were talking, you stood there for longer than maybe you normally would have, and then the trophy unlocked.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like maybe...
a normal player would not,
probably wouldn't have done that. They would have jumped on the guy and then immediately like did the, you know, the jump crush thing and tried to kill him.
Yeah.
But you like had a reason to stay there for a second, and you were like, oh hey, I unlocked this thing accidentally. That's cool. So I feel like maybe it's one of those things where like if you jump on top of a guy and you're trying to figure out the next puzzle and you don't kill him right away, then yeah, oh okay, I unlocked this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. That's good because it's not something that you just would normally do in a regular gameplay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your trophy nay that you have in here. The trophy you've put in as your nay is truly awesome! Exclamation point. And then, so this trophy apparently is after clearing the entirety of the game and collecting all of the collectibles, you will be short of the awesomeness level you need to unlock this trophy. Because the only way to unlock it is to participate in daily and weekly challenges. And each challenge realistically will earn you 10 to 15 points, and you need 1,500 points to unlock this thing. So you have to, like, this is one of the grindy ones that I would just put this down and be like, nah, I don't care that much. You have written here that you have to do daily grinding for about 3 months. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, okay, so I just got done telling you that I've done many a grind. I don't necessarily mind the grinding. I like, collectibles. I like that thing. But it is, first of all, for you to be finished with the story, for you to be finished with everything the developers made, and instead there to be these kind of like, this rotating list of challenges that you have to go into for an average of 3 months is ridiculous. I get the developers want you to keep playing their game. I get that.
Sure.
I get that they reward you for doing so. But it is unacceptable to think that anyone will be playing the same game, doing rote tasks for 3 months. And this is not just you, Rayman Legends. This is all those NBA 2K18 where you have to log in every day. This is the Tekken Online. I don't understand why they think that that's fun. And it's almost as if they're like, hey, trophy hunters, we're going to punish you. And I don't like that at all.
Yeah, and part of it, like, maybe that's part of why, the, Platinum trophy is ultra rare because nobody wants to get this truly awesome trophy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying the trophy is truly awesome, that's literally the name of it, so don't misunderstand what I'm saying here. Yeah, it just feels like this game is like, I get the developers want you to keep coming back to this game. Obviously, that's how they get exposure. That's how you if you like a thing, though, if you like a thing, you're gonna keep playing it. I don't think that this trophy is what's gonna be bringing people back to your games. And, the fact that they felt it necessary to include it kind of makes me feel like they weren't 100% confident in the product that they had to begin with. Like they were like, oh, we need to put this thing in so people keep coming back. Maybe that's not how they viewed it, but that's how I'm seeing this. Like, they didn't think people would want to come back on their own, so they put this trophy in where you have to come back every single day to play this game, basically.
I mean, I've yet to do, of course, any challenges. So I can't say if the challenges are these amazing things. But to do anything, to do any game for 3 months in today's climate, like, of this generation, I find it hard to believe that I would want to do that.
Right. And, okay, to be fair, I did play Overwatch probably every day for 3 months straight. But one, I was unemployed. Two, Overwatch is one of those things where, like, every single time it's different.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the challenges are like on here, but if it got repetitive, like, if it felt like the same thing time and time again, I definitely would not be playing it every day.
Yeah. But also, the thing about Overwatch and Fortnite or whatever is that the experience may be technically the same, but it's different because you're playing with a group of online players who, are humans that react differently.
Right.
That's the entire fun of it. You learn, you adapt, and Rayman, you're not playing against anyone again because there's no online co-op.
Right. Because there's no online. Yeah, and that's part Overwatch. You're playing with different people. You're playing with different people every time, but they're also then playing like they do react differently. You're right, but they're also using like different characters. Your team comp is different every time. Like there's different styles of matches, so like you can like make it different on your own. It's not like you're relying on the developer or whatever the game is putting out there for you to play. It's like, oh, this is the challenge today? No, it's like I'm gonna make my own challenge by playing this character against whatever they've got because I want to see how this plays out or whatever. Like you make your own fun in that game, basically.
People might notice that I'm not just speeding up like on that screen, that I'm maybe gonna stop going after every single lumen, because I do want us to hit the trophy. I know that we've been on air for 50 minutes, and I feel like I have a lot of levels to do, so I'm just picking up
I mean,
the
we
pace.
can even just we can just change the trophy. I didn't see. Here's the thing, because I didn't get to play the game ahead of time. I didn't understand. Like, I've never played a Rayman game. You've never played a Rayman game, so
Right.
like picking a trophy with having no context for what the game setup was, and even if I had played a Rayman, like it feels like this picture level mechanic thing. Maybe that's different from other games, like Rayman games. I have no idea. So like, you know. I didn't know. So we can adjust the trophy, I feel like, if necessary, because it feels like this is, if you start the Toad level or whatever, it may take, like, you know, who knows how long.
Yeah, and we'll adjust if we have to, but I think we could still make it. I think it's possible.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
we'll try. Okay, so I have, you know, this is the second level. This is no longer a tutorial world that we're in. And because of that, this is hard. The difficulty has ramped up a bit for me that it probably wouldn't for other players, because I jumped into this as soon as I could. It reminds me a little bit of like, see, that's what I need to stop doing that. I'm going out, you can see, I'm about to go after like a dumb lumen. It's like, why bother?
Yeah.
It's like when you used to play Mario 64 and you could unlock other paintings early, but it probably made sense for you to just like complete.
For you to
what were
go in
doing.
order, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's essentially the problem that I'm experiencing right now, which is I really probably should have continued in the tutorial world, but we have a mission to do and we're gonna do it.
I feel like every time that I've picked a trophy from the game, we haven't earned the trophy.
Well, listen, that could
Because
just
maybe that's just like,
my fault.
I don't know, maybe it's just par for the course. Maybe we should just keep that up.
Exactly. Alright, now how do I get... Okay, don't care. Not going. Okay, move on. Like George Washington used to say, good enough. I believe those are his words.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm really enjoying the puzzle aspect. And like, it's the same thing. It is frantic enough that I feel like, okay, what am I doing? What's going on there? Oh, okay, I get it. I get this. I get that. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, those are thorns.
Yeah, you've added like a challenge element to yourself, because now you're like rushing through this.
Yeah. But it's not just that. I feel like a normal player wouldn't necessarily rush it, but they probably wouldn't attempt to go after every single lumen if they're not a trophy hunter, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely like a Tony thing to do.
Yeah. Ugh, that was so dumb. Gotta learn to jump. So the game also has a checkpoint system that you can't see, which means that if you mess up a platforming section, like at the end of the platforming section, you go back, not so far, but far enough that it's frustrating. Like, you probably just saw, like, I went back a little bit of a distance, and it's like, ugh. But it's also the fact that any lumens or those little blue guys that you collect, you have to recollect them.
Yeah.
If you...
That's real annoying.
Yeah, it is a bit obnoxious. But I mean, I guess it also makes it that this is not about just finding the things. It's really about having the skill to collect them with the obstacles every time.
Yeah, that I can understand.
Okay, so I get what I gotta do now. No, wait. Okay, here we go. Just did the thing. I didn't do the thing. On Jenna. There we go. I'm liking these little side rooms. Actually, you said there was a rhythm-based area, but I haven't come across one yet.
Yeah, I think it's the last, like the last level in each painting is the rhythm-based one.
That's cool. I can do that. I don't think I even have to wait. I don't think I have to do every level. I think that the main door opens pretty quickly.
Yeah, the trophy just says to beat the last one in the Toad area. So, whatever that means.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see, possibly very soon, that I can access that maybe at any time? I'm not sure.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to the hub screen.
The levels are
That's
all about the
usually when
same
I-
length, which is good, because
Yeah.
you're never too invested. You could potentially come back to this time after time, you know, day after day, and feel like, oh, a little bit of Rayman. I like that. That's nice. But it also kind of means like I'm not really experiencing a story. I'm more just having mechanical fun, which is fine.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But I don't know.
But it seems like there's meant to be a story.
a little bit.
You know, there's like that. There was that cutscene in the beginning, and then like, you know, the description we read made it sound like there was stuff you were trying to actually do, like save these guys from the nightmares or whatever. And it feels like there's not really any of that in the gameplay.
So, what does the trophy actually say?
The trophy is called Orchestrate This, and it says, hold on, let me pull it back up. Complete the orchestral chaos painting. And it says that it's the final painting in Toad Story.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna happen. Let's try. Okay, let's go in here. We're gonna do this one because I'm pretty sure that this is part of what I have to do. There's a lot of levels. I am happy about that. I'm happy that you get this, and you have a lot of gameplay that you could have if you're enjoying it. If you're not enjoying it, well then that sucks. Ooh, I just died.
Let me see what other kind of trophies there are here.
So this whole area is clearly designed to be like, execute perfect jumps, get all the lumens, and that's cool and all, but it's also like, oh my gosh, can you imagine how tedious this would be if you really did try and get all of them, or try and get 600?
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm already like, little, okay, just get through the level. At least I unlocked somebody. I'm not getting enough to get the green tickets anymore. Probably should focus on getting enough for the green tickets. They seem to be the way to really unlock stuff. Okay, so I've unlocked the painting. Oh, and now I'm this character. Well, that's cool. But I don't think I did anything to help my situation. Oh, I like her flying animation. That's cool.
She's cute. I like her.
She is cute. I'm totally into her.
Yeah.
Like, I'm definitely, if I were to, and I will, I'll come back to this game. But I'm gonna play as her. She's cool. Unless the trophies are locked to characters, which is like, ugh, I hate that too. It's like, let me play as my, my person. I don't want to play as your redesigned. Unless it's a joke, like, you know the Legos games? Like Lego Avengers, Lego Harry Potter?
Yeah.
A lot of them have these cute little trophies that are associated with, like, do this action as this person. Because it, like, breaks the continuity or it's really funny. Yeah. That I like. I like that a lot.
I think there's one where you, like, in the Avengers one, where, like, if you're Hulk, you get one for, like, doing something to Loki, which I think is hilarious because, you know, at the end of the first Avengers, Hulk, like, smashes Loki all around, which is so funny.
No, I like that a lot. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
I'm liking this windy ruin level. This design is cool.
Yeah, I really like these levels. I like this character design a lot. She feels like she's a Valkyrie, kind of. She's got wings on her helmet and, like... What is she? Does she have, like, a horn?
It's like she's got wings on her cap, and it's how she's floating.
Yeah, but what is she carrying is what I'm asking.
I think it's an arrow. I think she's kind of like a Cupid type. Right?
Oh, she's got a sword?
Yeah, she has like a
it looks like a... Oh, yeah, like a retractable sword. Yeah, that's neat.
I'm very into Aurora.
Yeah, she's my favorite so far. I like that she has arms and legs.
Oh yeah, you know, I didn't even notice that until just now. Ah! Okay, that wasn't good. Start yelling. Okay. Learn You know, it's little things like that, like you don't pay attention, you're like, oh, the wind stopped. And it's fine, as long as the game doesn't punish you trophy-wise. I worry that you have to execute all these levels perfectly. I'm a little worried about that. But look how frantic it's going. Now I'm running away from these mines.
Yeah.
That could be a problem. Am I gonna die? So bad. Yes, I got it. That was dumb. I should have gone for it. Ooh, I got bad joke. Whatever the hell that means. Look that up, please. Bad joke.
It's you knock the parachutes off the bad guy or 10 guys or something.
Oh, that is a bad joke.
I like that you were just like pinballed up through that.
I was totally into it. That was cool.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay, so that was a great level to showcase her flying abilities.
Yeah.
Now you see how the levels go fast. They do.
Yeah.
We're only in an hour, so I think we can do this. This may be the first trophy that I actually get on camera. Pretty excited about this.
You know, I feel like you really I'm so surprised you didn't get the one from Mad Max because like it felt like it should have been like I know it was one of those like random like you can't predict where the things are gonna be kind of things.
What can I say? The RNG gods were not with us.
I know. Oh well, we live and learn.
You know, that's the thing though. You know, every time it's like, oh, there's a 0.2% chance of this occurring. One of two things happens, and I don't get it. It's either I, for some reason, immediately get the thing. Like, it immediately drops. I'm like, bizarrely like, wow, I can't believe I got that thing. Or, it never pops for me. It's like, this should have popped statistically, like, 600 attempts ago, and it hasn't.
Right. Well, and like, the thing about that game was, and I played that game for a solid like 2.5 hours. I got the first trophy at like an hour in, and then 2.5 hours in, I hadn't gotten another trophy, and I didn't actually get that trophy that I had picked for us, but the guy whose gameplay footage I was watching, it was like, he got it like immediately after he unlocked that second area that we were in. So I was like, oh, that seems pretty easy. We can just do that one if we run out of time.
Yeah.
You know, but for us it just didn't happen.
Yeah, I think it's just RNG. That's all it is. Just, you know. The luck of the rock.
Luck of the random number generator gods.
Not get this. Not gonna get that. Oops, what was that? Okay, so I'm now... Oh, cool, it put me on top of the platform. I'm now chasing after this magician guy, which I'm pretty sure is the main villain. I don't know if I can confirm that or not.
Let me see. Let me look up the plot of this game.
Something we probably should have done at some point.
I mean, I read through it, but I didn't, like, you know, memorize it.
Committed to memory, I hear you. Man, I keep forgetting to... I'm gonna get this. I promise.
I just realized that the sun has gone down and I have no lights on in my apartment. Let me fix that. So, Tony, I don't know how the weather is in Jacksonville.
Yes,
but here, it's been, like, crazy humid for the past, like, week. I'm sure it's similar there, just because, like, you're so close to the water or whatever.
It definitely has been humid.
Yeah.
What I've noticed more is all these little things, like the water here, it sucks. It's so hard. And it's because it like leaves deposits, like calcium deposits on like everything. It's really gross. Yeah, like all your faucets and stuff have got like... Oh, that guy hit me. I've been trying this... Look at this Sienna, it's so frustrating. Like, it like, leaves deposits on everything. Like all your dishes, there's like a residue on it.
That's gross.
Yeah, a bit. I mean, it's just like minerals, but still, it's like
right.
Your dishes,
but then like, yeah, and then for like your drinking water, I'm sure you don't drink it. You probably run a brewer.
Yeah, we do. We have a cooler.
Okay.
It's just like little things like that. Like you don't think about the water when you live in New York. It's great.
Right. The water is actually decent in New York City.
As far as the weather, it's been fine, but very rainy every day.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was a storm or something. Anyway, this has been the weather talk with Tony Alone.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it because, like, I, for the first time in my life, have a functioning air conditioner during the summer. Well, no, I guess last year I did too, but, like, you know, in New York City, your AC doesn't really do much because a lot of the apartments are just like high-ceilinged, open-roomed, like, you know, can't really shut a door to keep that cold air in kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And so here, like, the air conditioning is great. Like, my whole apartment feels nice. And I'm like, what is this magic we call AC?
How does one, yeah. Now, you know, you and I, of course, we both come originally from, not originally, but we both, you know, met in New York, and, you know, everything is a Windows unit, and it's terrible, and you have to live with it. I'm also with an AC world, and it is so nice. It's nice to just, like, set it as, at, like, this temperature all the time, please. It's wonderful.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, you know, what your situation is, but again, I live in the apartment I live in right now because the only bill that I pay is rent. I don't pay anything else. You know, internet, garbage, gas, electricity, water, none of that.
Yeah.
So I run my AC a lot because I don't freaking pay for it. So it's so nice to just be like, I can leave this on all night and not worry about my bill.
That is really nice. That is such a great amenity. I'm totally jealous.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay, so this guy... Yeah, I saved the damsel! Oh no, is he coming back for the damsel? No, what's happening? She's gonna fight him. Nice.
Oh no, my internet connection got all weird.
Oh no, I can hear you, you're good on mine.
Yeah, I can hear, it's loading. I can't see what you're doing.
It's so awesome. You're missing the most awesome gameplay. Everyone is cheering for me.
I'm totally sure.
It's true. They wouldn't lie. Okay, another painting down. I believe I have unlocked... Oh, no. I wonder if I cannot... Okay, so here's what's happened. I am locked behind a gate, essentially. I have to collect 80 of these blue guys to unlock the next painting, so I have to go back. Which might not be a problem. Still hoping I can do this in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Let me go back. I'm gonna speed through it.
Does it tell you anywhere how many of them you have unlocked?
56.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm making good progress.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to this world.
Yeah, but then you'll have to go back and unlock the 56 of them and then, or what, to get to 80 and then...
No, I think it's cumulative.
Then you still have a... No, I know. But like, you have what, like 24 or whatever left to get to 80 is what I meant. And then you have to go back and how many, there's like 3 more paintings in that other?
Yeah, but I'm not sure the other ones are locked behind guys. I think it's just this one.
Right.
So,
Oh, okay.
I think it's doable.
Oh, okay. Okay. Again, I can't really see what you're doing. You know, guys, my internet, we've talked. It does what it wants. Has a mind of its own. I mean, I think it was the last time we played, I had to call you on my phone.
Yeah, that's right.
I never went back and watched that one because I was like, I'm sure it's terrible. I don't need to know. So if you watched last time, I apologize.
No, I'm sure it was fine. You know, it worked out in the end. It was more funny that I kept losing you and having to like invent things to talk about.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like sitting here talking to myself before I realized that I'm not talking to you anymore. And I'm like, what the heck?
Okay, so remember when I talked about all the levels being repetitive?
Yeah.
And maybe this is because I'm now playing as a new skin, but I'm enjoying a lot how each world is not just artistically different, but it does feel like I have to... They're all like mechanically, thematically similar. Not similar, different.
Okay.
So it's good. I'm enjoying it.
That is good. Yeah.
I think
that's
I just
great.
sent somebody this death. You're gonna see that in a second.
No, I won't because my internet.
Oh no! Basically, I had my little helper cut somebody down, and then I think the game intended me to hit it while it was falling, and I just stood there and watched it happen. It was like, oh. Tickle mechanic is adorable. Super into that. Haven't saved a single blue guy. I'm trying. Okay, there's one. All I have to do is not kill him. Did it. Yay, one less to do. Yay. We're doing good.
What else can we talk about? Oh, well, I never talked about the development team or the actors in this game. So, the director is Michael Ansel. He also directed Beyond Good and Evil, which, as we know, is also developed by the same developer.
Have you ever played Beyond Good and Evil?
No.
Okay, so that was also a PS free title, I think, for the PS4, I think. And short game, clearly somebody's like indie, I love this game. It was weird, but it also had so much heart. I was very into that, and it was very short. And if you get a chance, I'm not sure if maybe you just downloaded it as part of, you know, you tried to download them all. Give it a go. It's adorable, and because it got re-released, I feel like it had new support, and there's a Beyond Good and Evil 2 coming out, so definitely worth your time. And this game's artwork reminds me a lot of Beyond Good and Evil.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll check that out. And then the music was done by Christopher Harrell, who is a French composer, and he has worked with Michael Ansel, the director, on a number of projects, including Beyond Good and Evil. And then the actor who plays basically all of the voices in this game is Doug Land, He was a character actor in, I guess, the movie The Transporter, and he's been doing the voice of Rayman since 1995, so quite some time.
Can you imagine, like, getting a call to do a voice acting project? Probably on, like, oh, some PlayStation game. Okay, you know, it's a job. And then being that character, 95, for 20 some odd years.
Yeah. That would be crazy.
You know, I can't even think of many times that happens. I mean, we're talking maybe Mario, Sonic. I'm sure they have huge large fans of those voice actors. It just is so random to become like this beloved character.
Yeah, that's real strange. So speaking of, we were earlier trying to decide what order of the games that there were in the Rayman series. So let's just give that a browse.
Yeah.
So first was Rayman. That came out in 1995. For the PlayStation 1 with Sega Saturn, you could play it on MS-DOS in 1996. The Atari Jaguar, like what? I don't even, what?
Atari Jaguar. You know, my first title was Nintendo, you know, so it's hard for me to even know what the Atari experience was like, but
yeah, and it looks like eventually this game came out for the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy Advance, the DSi, PSP, PS3, 3DS, PS Vita. So basically you could play this game anywhere.
Wow.
And then Rayman 2 The Great Escape came out in 99 for the PS1, the 64, the Dreamcast, the PS2, blah blah blah. Eventually it came out for iOS. And then Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
That came out in 2003. And then so for all the main systems, really, it came out even for the Wii U and whatever. But then the N-Gage, wow. But then the next Rayman game didn't come out until 2011. So there's a nice 8-year gap there where like there wasn't a Rayman title.
Wow.
And that one came out PS3, Xbox, Wii, Windows, Mac, PS Vita, 3DS, all developed by the same company. So
the development cycle reminds me a lot of the Ratchet and Clank series, in that, you know, they had this game that have been around forever, that had big breaks, that came back to their respective, you know, PS3 releases as like, you know, these beautiful up-res versions, and now recently have become kind of, they've been resurged. They have a resurgence.
Resurgence, yeah. Yeah, because this game that we're playing, obviously, we said that it came out in 2014, I believe. 2013. But now there's Rayman 4, which has been announced, but it still has no release dates yet. It was just announced on the director's Twitter, apparently. So yeah, so still coming back and like coming out with new games and like whatever. And then there were some spin-offs. Which we talked about, Raving Rabbids, which I played Raving Rabbids. It came out for the Wii. I remember I had somebody gifted it to me, or I bought the Wii. I bought my Wii from my friend because he didn't want it anymore, and that was one of the games that he had. So I actually have played that. I didn't realize it was a spin-off of this.
I didn't realize either. Are rabbits in this? I didn't realize.
I don't know. I don't know if there are Rabbids in this particular title that you're playing now. But it may be in older ones. I don't know. I'm gonna look up the Rabbids. But it looks like there are educational Rayman games, which is real weird. Like English with Rayman, French with Rayman. Rayman? What? Yeah.
So I'm trying to, because maybe I can get some more of these little guys this way. No, but just unlocked another feature. Let's take it in. Okay. Triplos. Might as well see it. That's what a Triplos looks like. I worry that we're not gonna make it. I'm worried.
Dude, it's fine. It's fine. This will be our usual.
No.
Be our...
People are gonna think that I'm not capable.
Yeah, but I think that they can also see that we've done, like, clearly this was a poor choice on my part this time. Because, again, I didn't play the game. So, not that I'm trying to make excuses for myself, but it's hard to understand, like, the gameplay involved when you're not familiar with a game, obviously. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Alright, so I just unlocked, and I know you can't see it. So I'm scratching these tickets, and I just unlocked
I hear the scratching.
A Back to Origins painting, which basically unlocked an original world.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was gonna maybe unlock some more of little blue guys, because it's one of the options for the scratching, but I wasn't that lucky. The RNG gods were not kind. But since I am trying to get more blue guys, I'll go back to one of those worlds. We'll take a look and see what it looks like. One of the originals. Now, are you back online? Can you see or no?
Yeah, I can see. I might have a bit of a delay, but I'm with you.
Cool, cool. Alright, we're going to Gibberish Jungle. Let's do it. So this is an updated version of... I guess the original game.
No, not the original game. Origins. Which
right. The second
was the one that came out in 2011, I think?
Oh, so just the most recent game.
Yeah. Wait, where did my timeline go? Here we go. Yeah, Origins came out. It was the one directly before this one.
I'm realizing that some of these turnips that I'm overturning, they contain the blue guys. I didn't realize that.
Some of the turnips that you're turning up?
You know? I'm sticking with that. I like it.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Oh, these guys are cool. I'm learning all kinds of things. This level feels like a classic level. It feels sparse enough that it feels like, okay, you definitely were saving on resources. But I also like that they respect that, but still keeping the new mechanics. I like that. I like remasters. I like up-reses. I would buy the same game. If you put new trophies on it, you slap it out, I'll buy it.
Yeah, hello, Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you put trophies in this game? Give it to me.
It has a Kingdom Hearts. It's the Kingdom Hearts 1, 2.5, 2.85, 2-368 divided by 2. I'm not even joking in that last one. That's a real one.
I know. No, isn't it 258? 258 over 2? So, here's the thing. I saw on Facebook, because I follow Kingdom Hearts on Facebook, that they released pictures from some of the new levels, like stills or whatever. Looks flippin' amazing. Like a bunch of stills from like the Pixar levels. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, brilliant.
Like,
and I hate that
we've got Toy Story, right?
Yeah, and I think so. Toy Story and there's another one. Maybe it's just Toy Story. I don't remember. But either way, like, hello, give me a release date. Tell me when you're giving me this game, please.
They must be giving us a release date sometime soon, right? I mean, right?
I would hope it's holiday of this year. Like, if they're gonna tease us like this, please just let us have the game. Because how long ago, like, this game we've known this has been coming since 2 ended. It's like, since I put down the controller at the end of 2, and I'm like, where's 3?
I know this isn't like the Kingdom Hearts, Twitch stream, but let's talk a little bit about the fact that that game came out for every console. It had like an exclusive for every console, and so if you wanted to follow the story at the time, good luck, because
I know.
You know, you had to own everything, and you had to be willing to play it like on a small screen and a big screen. And the games were not in chronological order; like they would jump around. You'd have like an origin story, and then like a story about another character. I mean, I love those games. It sounds like I don't like them. I do, but it's like they made it very difficult to like those games.
They did. I feel like they purposely made it hard. They purposely made it not easy to access for some reason. I don't even understand why they did it. Cause like there were some games that was I forget which ones, but they were like mobile only in Japan games that like you couldn't play in America.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, I agree. What is that? That's insane. And you're right.
I know.
They did do it. And the nice thing about the collections, which will come out, of course, for PS3 and PS4, is that it's the first time you can play a lot of these games.
Right. And aren't some of them just like animated ports of like those mobile games where you just like watch them?
Yes,
you don't
because
play them.
because they don't even work as like they only work as like these mobile experiences. They were like,
right.
Oh, okay, we kind of had to just do like a movie basically.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of sad because, as you may know, I gave my PlayStation 3 to my sister because hers was like on the fritz or whatever. And then I went to visit her in March, and I brought her just a box of PS3 games that I can't play anymore, and because she has my PlayStation 3. And like a few days after I got home, she messages me and she's like, "Thank you for giving us Kingdom Hearts. My son, her older son, he loves it. He keeps asking to play it." And I'm just like, okay, A, that's awesome. B, no, I can't play Kingdom Hearts, and I never finished 1.5, and now I'm sad. Now I have to buy it again for my PlayStation 4, and like, I'm just like, whatever. It's fine. I'm not bitter.
That's so funny though. Oh, but you're like sharing it to, a new generation.
I know. I was like, that's super cute. Now my nephew's into it. Like, I'm cool with that.
I like that too. That's nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Gosh, I do love those games. And that's another game that the trophies, they got so grindy. The original Kingdom Hearts trophy list, when it was re-released for the PS3 and the collection, had you beat the game 3 separate times. Because you had to beat like all of these, you had to beat it on normal mode, on proud mode, and it wasn't like you could stack it. It wasn't that beating it on proud mode unlocked normal and easy. No, you had to do it every time.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, what is the point of that? That's a trophy made Kingdom Hearts.
Right, because if you can beat it on the hardest mode, clearly you can beat it on the easier 2 modes. So why would they not just stack those trophies?
Preach it, sister. That's what I'm saying.
Like, and I'm not even a trophy hunter type person, but even that doesn't make sense to me. Like, what?
I feel like they need. I just got a trophy called Nostalgia, which I think was for beating an Origins level.
The Origins, yeah.
Yeah.
An Origins level.
Alright, so I have 73.
Blue
73 dudes. Blue dudes. I got the second level of awesomeness, which is cool. I've unlocked a new hero. Ooh, I know I said I would play as her, but I'm really enjoying the blonde hair guy. He's pretty cool. And I've unlocked a weekly challenge. Alright, so these are those things that, are the daily and weekly challenges you have to basically, like, you see, you only have 3 days left to do this. And this one you've only got 9 days to do it? Does that make any sense? Oh shit, I just jumped into it. Okay, I guess I'm doing the daily challenge. Yeah, we should do it. We should just see. We want to be able to.
Yeah, just experience it. See what's what.
Okay, play now. It says get as far as you can. Alright. Oh wow, it's cool that I can see ghosts. Okay, not good. I'm gonna die. Not good. This is very stressful. It's basically it's like a run. Like, just run as fast as you can.
Yeah, I see that. I'm assuming the ghosts are like the other people that have played it.
And again, why don't you have online co-op? You can do ghosts.
Yeah, like clearly there's like an online component because you can see who else has played this. They can like clearly connect to PSN.
Okay, well I got nothing, but that's cool. That was fun. Oh, I got some lumens. There you go.
You beat some people. Yeah.
And looks like I have another thing to open. Ooh, lucky ticket. Let's make it blue guys. Blue guys, blue guys. Blue guys. I mean, they give me
Scratch
lumens,
me, baby.
so that's cool. Ooh, I got a A cauliflower. That's cool. Okay, what am I
So
trying to do?
yeah, you get a trophy for unlocking all these guys, obviously.
Nice. I keep unlocking things, which is good. There is that nice sense of like, yeah, I'm accomplishing things, I'm unlocking things.
Yeah, like I did this thing.
I do like that.
Yeah.
Alright, I need to get just a couple more, and then we're good. So, one more level here, and then I should be able to go back to the toad thing. We're at 1 hour 30 minutes, we've got 30 minutes to go before our self-imposed deadline. Go, go, go! How are you doing? How is it watching the game?
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm really excited to play it. I'm gonna, as soon as we're done streaming tonight, I'm gonna unpause my download and let it download overnight, and so hopefully I can play it a little bit tomorrow. Cause, yeah, this one looks like one I would definitely enjoy.
Yeah.
It's definitely my type of game.
I should point out that we are currently streaming for the first time in like the highest definition possible. Oh, you can run! This is literally the first time the game is telling me that I can run. I have not run this entire game.
Really?
I mean, okay, I'm glad you're telling me now.
I wondered how that one guy in the challenge was going so much faster than you were.
Because he was freaking
And I
running.
thought maybe it's just this character though. Maybe you can't run as the other character. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that was dumb. Okay, that was my fault. I got focused on opening the bag. Yeah, so I can do much better on those challenges. Little quality of life thing. They allow you to skip cutscenes. Every game needs to have that. I'm sorry. Those games that make you watch the same cutscene.
Oh my god,
over and
every
over
game
again.
needs to have cut. Like, I'm sorry, Kingdom Hearts and whatever, like other, whoever. What's that company that makes those games?
Square Enix, Final Fantasy.
Yeah, Square Enix. Yeah, like your cutscenes are great, but I only want to watch them once.
Even Kingdom Hearts had that problem where some of the cutscenes, for some reason, you couldn't skip, and it was like,
Yeah,
why?
you couldn't skip most of them. Especially like in the first Kingdom Hearts, where you fight the last guy, you couldn't skip his cutscene, and it's like I don't know how many times I'm gonna die, but I really don't want to watch this cutscene like for the rest of my life, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. And it was like a boss battle, and the boss was like,
Yeah.
I need to give you my motivation, you know.
Like, here's my story, I'm gonna monologue at you for a little bit, and you're like, no.
Okay, I need to die here? No, I need to die. I need to die. There we go. Because there was a blue guy I really wanted to get. That's the whole reason I'm doing it. Let's get blue guy. Let's get blue guy.
Don't stress yourself out over it, Tony. It's
I
not the end of
must
the world if you don't get it.
The blue guy. Is my purpose in life. Let's get that blue guy. Lauren. He had a wife and children, and I failed him. I failed them all.
Oh, you were so close, though. My delay must not be that bad right now. I like it. I dig it.
No, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Okay, good, good. Save one. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Blue guy.
Like, I mean, I get why you're trying to stay ahead of the sand, but also can't you just, like, chill on the sand?
What do you mean, just sit there?
Yeah, doesn't the level come up around you anyway?
I don't like that you're right. Like, it's kind of making me
Don't you just
angry.
need to, like, avoid the obstacles that are coming down at you?
So you're saying my frantic screaming is completely unnecessary?
Yeah, I feel like you should be able to just, like move around on the...
This is
Like,
why
what
you're
do
the
you-
gamer,
why?
and I am typically the researcher. Okay.
Like, that's
Missed
so
it.
much easier. What are you doing with your life? I mean, now you're gonna have to... That's the only thing, though.
Yeah. So I should point out that we can't really hear the music or the audio of any kind.
Right.
So to the extent that the music is amazing, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, how are they not commenting on the soundtrack?" We can't hear it.
Yeah.
So sorry about that. Enjoy the music if we can.
Enjoy the sounds of this game. I feel like that's going to become a problem when we get to the rhythm-based thing, but you may just have to turn up volume at that point.
It turns out this whole game is rhythm based, and I just haven't known.
Right? Like, you just can't hear the rhythm.
Exactly. So it's actually like an incredibly easy game. Doing good. I think I've unlocked finally enough guys that I don't need to worry about it.
Awesome.
I'm gonna go for him.
Wait, didn't you have 73 and you had to get 80?
I don't like it again. Don't like the new record. It really makes me. Yes, we need to worry about.
I think you need just a couple more. I like though that since I figured out you can just like let the sand rise, that you seem to not be struggling.
No, it's true. It's like I'm like, oh yeah, that. Alright, so I think we can get one in these rooms. So let's try this. I'm sure this one will be super easy and not stressful at all.
Oh, what's going on up there?
I like this one because the guys rise with me, so it's like two
You can just like, take
different
your
things
time.
I need to like worry about.
Yeah.
Unlock the king or queen. Cool. I'll take my heart, key, and a magic. I mean, for a little animated character, his hair looks great. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, I like this guy.
Alright. And, you know, magicians are evil. We already knew that.
Yeah,
Remember when we had that episode where we spent so much time trying to figure out the difference between a magician and a wizard, and
Yeah.
it was that Tetris game.
Which game?
It was like a Tetris-y type game. It was like where the blocks fell down, but you could like cast spells.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Wait, we didn't play that for this show, though. We played that for my, when I did the stream for Planned Parenthood.
Oh, that's right. It was the charity event.
So, for those of you who don't watch everything I stream, I streamed for, I tried doing 24 hours for Planned Parenthood. Oh, you're one away. And then Tony and we played a lot of games together for that, and one of them was I don't even remember what the name of that game was. But it was this Tetris-like game where like bricks fell down, and you had to like defeat your opponent, and there were different like game modes and different goals or whatever. And it was like two wizards fighting against each other, and then Tony and I had this very extended conversation about what the difference between a wizard and a magician, and then I think we even included warlocks. And
it's true, we had like a debate about it.
It was very in-depth, and I remember partly I was kind of loopy because it was later in the evening and I had been up since kind of early, but also just because like, what is the difference? I mean, so a magician, I would argue
we could not go through
we're getting back into this. A magician is someone who doesn't, oh man.
A magician he's not actually doing magic, right? He's just tricks.
A magician is an illusionist. Like, they're just tricking you into thinking they're doing magic.
We're gonna have a magician, like, be very upset at us.
Yeah, we're gonna have, like, a magician do some actual real with magic on us, and then we're gonna, yeah.
That's right.
But so, yeah, magicians are just illusionists. And then wizards and warlocks, I believe, are the same thing.
But isn't warlock bad?
Okay, you would think that, but I actually just listened to a podcast today where they were talking about the language, the Scots,
okay,
which is like one of the original languages from Scotland. And the guy, they were talking about how like it was taboo to talk in Scots for a while.
Okay.
And now it's like becoming more and more of a thing. And there's like Scots language Harry Potter books, and they side by side read like the English version and then the Scots version of the same thing. And Hagrid says in that version, "You're a warlock, Harry," where in the English version he says, "You're a wizard, Harry." So like, you know, I don't think that it's necessarily bad depending on what language you're speaking. If you're Scottish, warlock does not have a negative connotation. Is all I'm saying.
That is amazing. What podcast was this on? That is amazing.
That was on a podcast called The Illusionist.
I love The Illusionist.
Not illusion with an I, allusion with an A.
It would be appropriate for either podcast.
Right? But the whole podcast is about language and linguistics and stuff. So fascinating. But it's ironic that I just listened to that today.
That is really funny. Okay, that's hilarious, actually. Alright, so I definitely have enough glue, guys. I need to stop worrying.
Okay.
I just need to get to the end of the level here. As I start, doing these things. Oh, let me try and kill this guy. I get so easily distracted. I'm like, ooh, do this, do that.
What's that thing?
It's shiny. I mean, everything is shiny. The whole level is shiny. That's kind of the point.
Right? Like, that's kind of the point.
I keep forgetting to have that charge move.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten the trophy for pulling up 100 turnips yet. It feels like you're always pulling up turnips.
Kind of my thing.
It's like what you're doing. Pulling up turnips.
Oh gosh, I'm like getting nervous because there's so much to do. Oh man, come on, did you see that?
Wait. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Okay, here we go. It's time to make for the win. Oh, I did it again! Lauren, you gotta tell me what to do like 10 minutes before I do it, okay? Just a little like, don't mess it up would be helpful. Doing good.
Alright.
If that brute killed me,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I wish I could hear the music because I can hear it very, very faintly, and it sounds super frantic. But like in a fun, like, everything is falling down, run away.
Yeah, honestly, I think I would be not enjoying that. Like, I get that the music probably adds to it, but if I'm already feeling frantic, I don't want my music to add to that.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Did I just die?
Maybe that's just me.
So, the big thing about music, and we don't really review music for this reason, is that, video game music has that potential for being super repetitive. Especially in like levels that you get stuck on, and it's like, what could be a great soundtrack on its own can easily suck if, it's something that is just not conducive to hearing over and over.
Yeah.
And I feel like I get really quiet because I get like super focused.
No, I definitely feel like sometimes music could make or break a game just depending on like, like the music in Fez is wonderful and I love it and it totally makes that game. And like, I don't know. Most games I don't really notice the music because you're just like, what? There's stuff in the background? Like, I don't... What?
Oh no. Okay. Wow, this is hard. Alright. The thing is, I think that this is the last tutorial level because of the way that we had to do this. So the game does kind of force you to go through... Lauren, I'm really bad at this. The game does force you to get through the levels. Why can't I climb this thing? Oh, I can't climb it. Okay. Oh my gosh.
But it says, wait, what is it? Did you poke the ghost in the eye? Like it's saying to?
Is that an option? Reading is fundamental.
I wonder if that makes them stop so that you can jump on them then.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
What? I like that art a lot when it adds that kind of CG element to something that doesn't appear to be. It increases the tension so much. Definitely skipping that cutscene. I know what to do here. This is gonna suck. Oh, I can fire those. Okay. Is it the boss battle? Am I fighting a boss battle right now?
I don't know, are you?
I like that we just go back and forth like that.
Well, I mean, I don't have any experience with this game. I don't know, are you?
Oh, do I have to do this in one shot? No. I don't want you to think less of me. This is where you say something like, "Oh my gosh, you can do it! I believe in you. You're the best ever."
Oh, I do believe in you. You can definitely do this. I've seen you probably do harder things in video games, so I'm not worried. Oh, you can't. No, that's not fair.
I did it because of you and your encouragement. Yay!
Aw, yay.
All right, blonde-haired Rayman. Okay, got a 40 clover. Alright, so I now have enough of the blue guys, finally. So, here's the thing. Have I gotten the first? Isn't there a trophy for beating Castle Rock?
Yeah.
Should I just go for that one?
I mean, yeah, you're here, right?
I love so much how you look back at days ago about it. Like, I don't know, go for it.
See, like, I went for the second one because usually games aren't this long.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
This game is ridiculously long.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only reason I picked the second one. But you're obviously welcome to do that one and get that trophy. I don't
care, whatever.
Whatever you want to do, man. You do you.
Well, what can I do in 13 minutes? That's the thing. Okay, so no, I can do this. It's only I can do this. I can do this. Can I do this? I can do this. I'm doing the one you told me to do. That's what's happening. Oh yes, it's a flying one. I like the flying one a lot.
Yeah, the flying ones are fun.
Normally when you have two entirely different mechanics, where you have like normal platforming, you have more puzzle, you have rhythm, which I know is supposed to be in this, you have flying.
Yeah.
Typically, one of them sucks, or one of them is like a cool idea that's not executed well. I have not experienced that yet. I actually really enjoy the pacing and how each one feels tight. Feels really good.
That's good. I mean, that's probably one of the reasons this game has been as, what's the word I want? Has had the longevity that it's had, where it's sort of like, people are really into this. It came out 5 years ago, and it seems like it's still, like, obviously people still remember Rayman, because they're coming out with another one, and you know, it just seems like they did something right here.
Yeah. Can I ask you to say Rayman again?
Rayman.
Because you said it with almost like a disdain of Rayman.
Honestly, I couldn't remember the name of the game for a second. I was like, what is it called? Who are we playing again?
Yeah. Up is always the right way, right? How can you go wrong with up? Being like,
Everything is wonderful.
Everything is fine, and everything burns around me. That was a quick level.
It's fine.
I'm gonna do this. I know that we have said that this is not gonna happen, but it is gonna happen. So because it's gonna happen, and I'm entering the second to last level. What's our roundup? What do we typically talk about near the end of these shows?
So typically, near the end of our show, we play a game.
Ah, I love games. Let's stop playing this game so I can play another game.
I mean, we can do both games at the same time.
Let's do both at the same time.
Okay, so the game we play now is called... Does it have an official title, or do we just...
It does if you give it one.
Alright. It's called the Metacritic Review Game. So, you play the game, you're close to getting the trophy. We're gonna call this... Oh, it's the segment we're calling Is Toady...
Is Tony.
Is Tony harsher than Metacritic? So, here's how it works. First, Tony's going to tell me what he would rate this game out of 100 and why. And then he's going to tell me if he thinks his score is higher or lower than the average rating according to Metacritic. And then I'll review the high review and the low review. And I won't tell you what the numbers are, but then finally we'll reveal whether or not Tony was higher or lower. So, Tony, out of 100, what would you give this game, and why?
Oh, man, this is hard because this game is all in a really fun way, in a ridiculous, like, what is even happening? So, because of that, I'm gonna say this game is 85. The only reason that I don't go any higher than that is because I just don't know how much of this until it gets boring. I know that was my original complaint, but maybe it's unfair. But it just feels like, how could this possibly be entertaining for 120 levels? How can it?
Sure. Yeah, that I can understand. So you're going with 85. Do you think your score is higher or lower than the average Metacritic?
I have a feeling that I went lower. I think it's higher.
Yeah, you think Metacritic is higher?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to read you the top score and then the low score, and then we'll see. So, the high score says, Rayman Legends is a legendary game, just like its name, with lots of interesting and hard boss fights, surprising and colorful scenes. It looks simply amazing. It could be better with online co-op mode, but even without that, the game is still just fine. And that was from Merlin Kazani, who is apparently in Turkey. There's someone from Turkey. That was the high score. The low score says...
Turkey loves this game.
Turkey is a fan. Okay, the low score says, the addition to these versions... typo, obviously. The addition to these versions are not too relevant, but having such a great game on next gen should rise no complaints. This reviewer is not good at English.
And this is a little lower.
Yes, in case you wonder, Rayman Legends is still great, and that is from a source called Vandal.
You know, I do wonder.
So, Tony, having read those, do you keep your judgment that you went lower?
Definitely. In fact, I think I went way lower. I'm guessing they probably marked this like a 90 or 95.
Yes, the average review is a 90. The high score was in fact 95, and the low review that I read you was 85. So the review was 90. So you did go a little bit lower, not too much lower, but you know, lower.
You know, even the low side, and they didn't mention that this is repetitive, so I'm guessing that they must have really managed to make a little tiny levels.
Yeah, all these reviews that I've read, none of them have said that it gets tedious or that it's boring at some point. They're all saying that, like, yeah, it has compelling gameplay. Oh, okay, sure.
So I'm doing a boss battle, by the way.
I see that.
It is hard as fudge. This frog is like destroying. And the reason
Dude, the frog, yeah.
is that it's difficult to control you have to do like one thing at a time, and so I'm trying to focus on like just taking care of him. But then like I realized,
Yeah,
oh,
so that's
it's a
when this is
fireball.
coming at you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna get past this. It really sucks. Actually,
It does
this might be
seem-
the last thing I need to do for a trophy, because this is the boss.
Yeah, it's this and then like the music level or whatever.
Man, I really want to experience the music level. This is important to my ego. This is important.
I like that you can ride on the missiles. I didn't realize you could do that.
Get away, get away from my face. Get away, get away. Oh, get away, my face. Damn it.
Oh.
Okay, so can I shoot up and down? No. Can I shoot up? Yes. I can shoot only up and click right. So I need to stay low. That makes sense, right?
Sure, because you can't shoot down, right?
Also, no big
You can shoot right or left, but and up, but not down.
Okay, that's good so far. Now the reveal part. There's the heart. Okay, good.
It's nice that the missiles don't come back around once they clear the screen. It's not like they're homing missiles where it's like, oh god, it's gonna come back for me.
Yeah. Okay. Do I have a winning strategy this time? Oh gosh, I missed my chance. Alright, so yeah, you're right. They don't come back around, so I can avoid them. Shooting me. Not going well at all. Lauren!
I don't know, what I'm seeing is going okay.
That did not go
I
well.
may just have a bit of a delay. Those ones seem to aim at you better. Like the second round of missiles is the one that you want to look out for. Those are like the homing missiles. But you seem to, like, it seems that you can make them hit each other, right?
Yeah, so, I don't know. We're probably seeing this more objectively if we're not panicking. What strategy am I missing? Because I'm clearly missing something.
Okay. So I feel like you need to just shoot as many of the missiles as you can.
So focus on the missiles first, do you think?
No, just like shoot in that direction, and if you kill the missiles, cool. But if you can't, try to make them hit each other.
Okay.
Because they come after you. So if you move in a fashion that like leads them towards each other, they'll hit each other next way. Just in that second round though. In the first round, once they're past you, you know?
Alright, I think what I need to do is not focus on hitting him, because the thing is I get so like, oh, he's open, and then I don't focus
Yeah,
on
when the
what's
missiles are coming after you, focus on that.
I'm gonna win it this time. You're gonna see everyone's gonna cheer. The whole internet will say the day that Tony did this.
Yeah.
Whoever's writing the paper is not very descriptive, but that's what we'll say. Oh, damn it! I hit both of them. Okay. 40 seconds above the 2-minute mark. I'm not gonna get it anymore.
I mean, I don't mind going like a minute or past 2 hours, but I feel like 2 hours is usually what our...
And for good reason. You know, I feel like we should be able to judge a game by 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't disagree. boss battle is really intense, though.
I don't know what the strategy is. I really don't. I mean, your strategy makes sense. It's just very difficult to execute.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, the first round, easy peasy. So they go straight.
They just, yeah, they go straight and they go past it.
The second round,
I wonder.
man, they come at me. Oh, this is it. This is it. Okay, that was good. That was good. I need to get out of the way of all this. Did I do the thing?
Did you do that thing?
He's stuck.
Yeah! Woohoo! You did a thing!
Bye. Aw. He's probably depressurizing now. That sucks. Okay, that's cute. It's very cartoony. I like it. It's so mean. I really like it.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
Oh man, that felt really good. It is very satisfying, but that was difficult. And that was like the second boss battle. Holy moly. So I guess I agree with that reviewer. It is hard. Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, you guys are dancing.
Everyone loves me. I'm validated as a person. Okay, so this may be extremely difficult without music. So,
well, I mean, turn the sound up a little bit.
Yeah, let's do some sounds. So sorry if there's some echo, but we need some sound here. Oh shit! I just switched to TV. Okay, we're good. Sound, please. Open a little. Let's see some lucky tickets. Why not? Now I get the blue guys. Jeez. We've talked about this almost every single game that we've played that has this feature. I love when it does the sound through the controller. I think that's such a cool little thing.
Yes.
And I love when they do it. And just good job, developers, for caring enough to individualize your game for the PS4.
I agree.
I forgot I can run. Alright, Orchestral Chaos, here we go. I have to run. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, this is... Okay, this is a lot of fun. So can you hear it or no?
Yeah, I can hear.
Cool. This is great. This is really fun. I really enjoy this. I hate to be totally silent, but essentially, oh, that sucks. But I don't have to start it again, so that's good. What a cute design this is. I'm really into this.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah.
So much so that I almost want to increase my score by like a point or two just because of this. That was very cool. That was very cool. And what's about to happen? Here we go.
Yeah, that level was awesome.
I got orchestrate this.
Nice! You did the thing!
For the first time in like history.
Yay! Tony got a trophy!
And I reached the third level.
So,
awesome.
So finally, it's time for our last little segment.
Yay!
Is it worth downloading? So here's some stuff to keep in mind, Tony.
Yes.
From howlongtobeat.com, the time sync for the main story says it's 9.5 hours. Yeah. And then the main story with all the extras is 15 hours. So that actually doesn't seem like a lot for like all of those levels. If you're a completionist, it's going to take you 80 hours to get everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the disc size, it's 8.5 gigs. It's $40 normally. So what do you think, Tony? We're downloading?
$40?
Yeah, 40.
Wow. I mean, doesn't that seem high?
Yes. Especially for a main game that's not even 10 hours long, $40 seems high.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with 120 levels, it's a lot of gameplay, but
I mean, I get it. It probably took them, a decent chunk of resources to develop, or whatever. But
well, keep in mind these prices are not the original prices at retail. All of these games, I'm sure, were around $59.99 at retail. This is the current price in the PlayStation Store, like today, if you did not have PS Plus.
Yeah.
And 40 seems really high for a game from 2013. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, all that does to me is say, yes, this game is worth it. Because if this game still costs $40 and it only like a 9 gig download, it is definitely worth downloading. It's definitely worth playing. I suggest playing enough so that you can get to the rhythm levels because they're super fun.
Yeah, that was a great level. Now it makes me wonder what the first one looked like.
Well, I could go to it.
I mean, it's already been some number of hours. I think we should.
Okay, let me get my little lucky thing.
So, yes, overall, Tony, you think this game is great, worth downloading, worth putting in your library and playing, and all that good stuff, right?
I mean, this is the AAA title. This is the one that Sony was like, you're welcome, along with Beyond Two Souls. Yeah. And I think, for good reason, I think it was a lot of fun. It's worth downloading. It's not a big amount of resources. As far as the trophy aspect of it, though, oh my god. It makes me tired just thinking of the amount of grinding that you have to do. It really does.
Oh.
And it kind of pisses me off a little bit because it's like, why? Really, why would you do that? So if you're a trophy hunter and it's important to you that you don't have like missing trophies, maybe you should avoid this one. But if you don't care about that and you just want to play a fun game, then do this.
Okay.
Yep. That's
fair. So we'd like to thank you all for joining us on this legendary journey. You know, it took longer than some of our other episodes, so thank you for sticking it out.
Yes.
If you wanted to follow us in the gaming world, Tony, how would you do that?
You can find me on the PS4 at Paradox, P-A-I-R-O-D-O-C-S.
And I'm Caustic Sofa.
That's a sofa you don't want to sit on.
And of course, you can watch all of the two episodes, One Gamer backlog at YouTube. Just look us up. 2 gamers, 1 trophy. That's right. The number 2 and the number 1. And tune in next Thursday, which will be, it is officially June. No, June is next Friday. So next Thursday we will still be playing a May game. We'll be playing Beyond Two Souls. So come back next week. We should be getting back in the swing of things now that everyone's settled into their apartments and whatnot. So, thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.